What's up guys, welcome to the artclasses.com episode 322. This is a tutorial on I'll show you how to do a master study. And why are we doing a master study? A master study is very important because I noticed a lot of people who didn't go to art school, didn't have a proper art education or guidance will do stuff from the photograph. But if you go to a really good art school, they have a tradition of doing a master study. And the master study is the way to learn how to paint in the proper way, like you look at a master, like how they arrange the light and shadow and how simple these masterpieces or the painting is. And you don't need to render everything. It's like you're looking at video tutorial on YouTube to show you step by step on how to paint and all that kind of stuff. Master study is kind of like the same thing, except you're trying to reverse engineer and you're trying to understand and know how the master is thinking at the time and trying to get the essence of the painting of how does they get so realistic with doing or arranging so little and don't have to render everything. So yeah, it's very important to do master study, and in this video I'm going to show you how a little bit. And the tablet giveaway is still going on. Just become a subscriber. If you already subscribed, you just post a comment below, and then I'll just randomly pick you at the end of this month. It's August, so you can get a Huion tablet. And also, if you want to take classes with me, go to theartclasses.com, and I still have a Patreon, patreon.com/CaTepTara. Go and support me, and you get tons of tutorial every month. Alright guys, let's get started. Hey, what's up guys? Today I am going to show you a little bit of tip and trick on how to do a master study. So basically what I do is I will pick a color, like the major color from the master painting, just kind of like, because these are oil paint, so it would make a lot of sense that you would pick and make a palette just from that color alone. So I'll pick like first color there, second color would be here. Oh, that's pretty close to what I picked before. Third would be somewhere around there, close, and then there would be another one, and then that one. So and I picked exactly the same color that I picked before. The reason I picked this color is because these are the color that can make transition from one to another. Like say you have this value over here, which is different from these two, you can make this up with that and it will get pretty close to there. So when you start painting these, usually I'll start with backgrounds. Also very important because it's part of the painting, the way John Singer Sargent lay out how this will contrast with the lighter background, right? So it get that nice silhouette, and the blue with the brown over here, and also it has a nice silhouette overall and transition from like light to dark, and then you kind of have this pretty cool setting of the silhouette. And then I'll just get the big shape first, slowly trying to get a big shape, just like this whole piece in the bottom. Let's just draw it over here, why not? It didn't. What is going on here? It didn't show. Oh, okay. It was behind. So get this big silhouette right here. Right. Once you get there, then separate that out using the major color that you pick from here. Then I start painting that part. Then after I get the main, also this head here, the main section or the main shape. So basically first thing, like I always say, shape come first, and then after you got shape, then you're trying to get the form. So you're getting a little bit of the form here, or just follow, kind of squint and see, you can see the value and the simplification of what the master does, and then you slowly adding more form. And at this stage you can also play around with texture brush that you have, or if the texture brush doesn't work the way you want it, create a new one, or go to DeviantArt and download a bunch of brushes or something, and then slowly working your way to arrange all this shape here, like a smaller shape. Try to get a bigger shape first, and then go and try to get the smallest shape right here. So here, as you can see, like it's the whole shape there. And you can do both. Mostly I'll do Sargent Study and Zorn. You can also look at the palette that he has on Google. Zorn has Zorn usually use Ender Zorn usually use a limited palette, so you can easily go find the palette there. So you can just either. Oh, and this was the question asking by one of the subscriber, Jizo Manizo, but he writes it in Celerix. So Jizo Manizo writes, Sia, can you please explain how to do studies like you mentioned in video, and make a quick preview of you doing studies of someone? So here it is. This is just explained in a nutshell. And same as here, I would pick the palette from here. I'll probably go this one. Let's see if I have the palette. That would be my first. Could pick that. Pick 5. The less you have, the better. The red, we need the red. What else do we need? Purple. Yeah. So just try to look at the image and try to identify the cool and the warm first. So if you see the cool color, because the cool can't replace the warm, you have to kind of pick. So I picked the warm color first, right? And then I picked the dark, which is kind of cool. It's sort of like purplish and blue. And then I'll pick the lighter color because I'm going to need that. So look at the range and look at the significant temperature color. So if you already have warm, then you do not need to pick that much warm. Maybe pick 2 warm, 2 cool, and 1 leaning toward light, 1 leaning toward dark. And eventually you're going to be able to pull off or getting pretty close to whatever the master is trying to do here. And again, I try to get the big shape first, like here. Look at this whole shape. It's basically let's use the blue again. The whole shape here, right? And the whole shape here. And don't worry about that lighter part. You can touch that up later. Get the big shape and try to identify first shape, then slowly getting the form, and try to get the shape that has a similar value and color, because you're gonna want to get that down first. Like the plane here, I use that pretty much similar to what I have. It's exactly the same color, I think. Close, yeah. But get the big shape, then try to get the form, and once you get the form, try to play around with the texture, and then finish it up with the final rendering and try to get it as close as you can. And also, I like to limit my study time to maybe an hour or 2 hours, depends on how much time you have. But if you're just starting, then you should definitely take your time. Don't limit the time, maybe limit to 3 to 4 hours. That would be good enough. So you know your time, and the next time you time yourself again, you know you're making the progression. So timing is very important also. And let's do a couple more demo question or something. And here is again, I'm gonna plug myself here, the new Patreon tutorial. This will be level 4. You also get that's the face painting stuff thing, same thing in here. And I'm still working on this guy here, should come pretty soon, level 3. Probably completed tomorrow. So anyway, go to patreon.com/ZiaTapetara and you'll find it. So the second question, when should a person who draw on paper move to digital or tablet? Is it good to practice both ways? Well, that's a, I don't know if that's a question, but you should, and you must still do both, because I still draw on paper. If you look at my Instagram, I'll post some quick sketch or something, and I still go to live drawing once in a while. So, and here, yeah, I not once in a while, I go to live drawing probably at least like once a week if I have time. And live drawing is good because you can also practice how you actually draw. So these are about 10-15 minutes, and these are, oh, it's kind of blurry, about 10-15 minutes. These are 5 to 10s. These are 5. These are about 3 minutes. So, and there are some gestures, and these are probably 1 minute here. So I usually use graphite to do live drawing. So you have to do both, drawing with pencil, graphite, basically pencil or graphite. Or I usually use a graphite stick so I can get the thick and thin of the line, and I draw from the angle, so I don't hold a pencil when I do live drawing. I don't hold it regularly like I hold the pencil on Wacom. So I hold it on the sideway so I can get the thick and thin line. It might take a while to get used to it, to hold a pencil in a certain way. It takes a lot of practice to kind of get how you want it. And if I want a really fine line, then I will go and pick up again. But usually I'll go in the angle. So once you get used to holding the pencil another way, you will find a way to get a thin line by using the vertical draw, and you rotate. I usually rotate my sketchbook a lot when I do live draw, so I can get the arc to conform to the arc of my arm when I'm drawing. So, okay, another one. This one from George SZ or something. Next one is Ariel Yen. Hi, how do you get proportion right? I've been struggling with symmetry and body proportion since I can remember. Most difficult part of me would be eyes of a person. Either I draw them in the wrong place or shape them differently. Sometimes they're placed in the perfect spot, seem to have same shape but still don't look right. Any tips? Tips is practice and go to live drawing. And maybe, you know, if you're talking about portrait, you can, if it's just a drawing, then just try to draw maybe 1 or 2 portraits a day, and limit your time to, if you're just a beginner, maybe an hour or 2, and trying to finish as much as you can. Because if you don't limit your time, then you won't know if you're progressing. You might be like, oh, all day and not getting shit done. Trying to limit your time to like 2 hours, and then the next time also 2 hours, and then you can see a good progression on what you have accomplished. It's always better to have something to measure, because you're not like, if you don't time yourself, you're like, oh, okay, this time I spent 3 hours. The next time you spend maybe less, and it might look worse, and you know, you don't even know. So you have to have point A to point B to compare. So anyways, I think today this is about it, how to do study. And always go to live drawing, and always do master study. That those practice are always gonna be good for you, and you are gonna improve. And always come watch my channel. You will improve also. And support my Patreon would be awesome. And you can still take class with me on theartclasses.com. There's a digital painting 101 going on in September, character design in, I think, September or October, not sure. But yeah, just go there and register, and I will teach you how to do character design, all that stuff, and sometimes environmental design. All right, visit me on Patreon, patreon.com/CTFTara, and pledge, and you will get tons of tutorial every month. It's a lot cheaper than going on Gumroad. All right, bye-bye. Hey, thank you for all your support on Patreon. These are my patrons level 4 and up. So, I will read out the name, but it's gonna take a while. It's growing quite a bit. And on the right side of the screen are the tutorial that might be useful for you. So you can just click on any of these and then go watch the tutorial. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.